Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, today I've brought you some tips to be fluent in English in a short time. I assure you, if you keep following all these tips for 1 month, so friends, after 1 month you can notice incredible results in your English fluency. So let's move to the lesson. Friends, before starting the lesson, I wanna praise you. Fluency doesn't mean speaking faster, because most of the students and new learners always try to speak faster, and in order to chase fluency, they start to mispronounce the words. Here is an example speaking English faster so you can notice the difference yourself.
Friends, did you notice while we try to speak faster, so in this case we start to mispronounce the words and the listener can never understand us completely?
Friends, did you notice while we try to speak faster, so in this case we start to mispronounce the words and the listener can never understand us completely. So instead of speaking English faster, we must try to speak English clearly. So keep in your mind that fluency in a language means speaking easily, reasonably, quickly and without having to stop a lot. Today I'm gonna reveal you some tips to help you to sound more natural. Friends, our first tip is shadowing technique. Shadowing method has been pretty popular method to be fluent in English. Shadowing method not only improves your English fluency, it also improves your pronunciation. Now let's see what exactly shadowing method is. Shadowing method or shadowing technique means to repeat the same words after the speaker when you are listening an English conversation. Or we can say first listen carefully and then repeat is called shadowing method. Shadowing technique makes our mind ready to bring the words to the tongue immediately. And it makes our tongue used to pronouncing the words without any pause or without any break. Friends, if you keep following the shadowing method, I assure you within a couple of months you will notice incredible results in your English fluency. You can apply this shadowing method while you are listening an English conversation, while you are listening an English podcast. Friends, our tip number 2 is speech for a minute daily on any topic. Friends, in this method, you have to talk about a random topic for 1 minute only. You can choose any topic, for instance, politics, sports, movies, etc. But this method has some rules and you have to follow these rules. So let's see the rules of this method. Friends, rule number 1 of this method is you have to speak without any preparation. It means before having a speech on this topic, you can't search some ideas or relevant words for this topic. You just have to select a random topic and you have to speak on this topic for 1 minute without any pause or without any break. Rule number 2 of this method is while speaking, you can take a pause for 1 second only if you really need it. It means if you need to stop, so you can stop for less than a second. Otherwise, you have to express your ideas on that topic without any break for 1 minute. Rule number 3 of this method is avoid using the same words in your speech over and over. It means you are not allowed to use same words or same ideas again and again. You have to use new words and new ideas on this topic for 1 minute. Never mind if you are making mistakes while speaking, but don't try to repeat these mistakes next time. Now let's see what's the benefit of this method. Friends, you might have experienced sometimes when we try to speak English, the sentences, words and ideas don't come in our mind. It's just because our mind is not used to bringing ideas and words quickly. This process may take a long time to do it. Friends, this method makes our mind used to bringing new ideas and new words quickly. Friends, before telling you tip number 3, I wanna ask you, have you ever faced a situation while speaking English? Sometimes we are stuck. Despite our full struggle, we can never complete the sentence. Though we want to complete the sentence, but we can never complete this sentence. And at that time, the words don't come in our mind. And it can be the reason of embarrassment. Friends, you know what's the reason why we are stuck while speaking English? It's just because we have insufficient vocabulary. And insufficient vocabulary can be the reason of embarrassment for us while speaking English with someone. So to get rid of this issue, you can apply our method number 3. And I assure you, if you have sufficient vocabulary, so you can never be stuck while speaking English. And this tip will help you speaking English fluently. So let's move to the tip number 3. Friends, our tip number 3 is rich vocabulary. Rich vocabulary refers to the use of an extensive range of words in a language during communication. A person with rich vocabulary can express himself more effectively and convey his ideas more clearly. So rich vocabulary can never let us be stuck while speaking English. Friends, I already have uploaded so many videos regarding to English vocabulary on my channel. If you are the newbie on my channel and if you couldn't watch all those videos, you can find the link in the description. Our tip number 4 is English contractions. By applying English contractions in our conversation, we can make our conversation smooth and fascinating. And these English contractions can help us speaking English fluently. So I already have uploaded a video on my channel for most common English contractions. You can find the link in the description. So ultimately friends, these are the tips that I followed myself. And I assure you, if you keep following all these tips for 1 month, so you can notice incredible results in your English fluency. Hopefully this video would be so helpful for you. Friends, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, so please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you can get the notification of my upcoming videos. So that's all for today's class, my friends. See you next. Allah Hafiz.